Hello, my friends. It's your girl, Lady Chan here, and I'm back with another reaction. And we finally made it to another Tommy Mac Friday. I have missed so many, I am aware. But we actually made it today. I had some time today. So I'm just gonna squeeze this in right here. I'm super excited. Since I follow Tom MacDonald on Instagram, I've been catching all his, you guys know how he is with his subtle, not so subtle hints. But he said this song is a really big deal. So I'm very interested. And it's called Man in the Sky. And he just dropped it literally 2 hours ago. So I'm late, but I'm not late. And we made it. So let's get into it, guys. Thanks for joining me today. And before we get started, we're going to like the video, and we are already subscribed to Tommy Mac. If this is your first time watching the music video, please just go to his channel and watch it there first. We are going to pause and interact on this channel. So without further ado, let's see what Mr. Tommy Mac has to say.
There's a man on TV at a desk in a suit. He lies through his teeth and they still call it the news. And there's a man in a white coat.
Okay, this is like, I always love Guitar Tom. I really do. He has such a wonderful singing voice, and I love when we get to have that. Um, I think I'm gonna put the captions on because I want to hear what he's saying.
There's a man on TV at a desk in a suit. He lies through his teeth and they still call it the news. And there's a man in a white coat whose medicine kills. He loves when you're sick cause you pay for his pills. There's a man at the bank who will give you a loan so that you'll buy a house and then he'll take your home. There's a man who wants you spending your life online. Knows you're searching for truth but controls what you find.
This is so okay. First of all, I really love the beat. It's not overcoming of the lyrics, and the lyrics are hitting really hard because he's talking about some real serious stuff. There's a man in a suit on the news, so he's talking about news anchors. There's a guy in a white coat who gives you medicine that kills you. And I think we all know this by now. Not all medicine is terrible, but with the temperature and the climate of the US in cahoots with big pharma, probably, I don't even know how many generations back that goes, probably from the beginning of the development of big pharma. But I mean, there is just so many things that are completely unnecessary for people to take, completely unnecessary for people medically to adhere to. And it makes you question all medicine. It makes you question all doctors. And it's sad because I don't think that most doctors have any intent to harm their patients. I think that they hold true to the Hippocratic Oath. But it is sad when corporations have a hold on that. But I have so many other things to say about that. Let's just let Tom talk.
So that you'll buy a house and then he'll take your home. There's a man who wants you spending your life online. Knows you're searching for truth but controls what you find. We'll be fine, babe.
Yeah.
But if we don't make it through, there's a man in a church who I really hope told me the truth.
Oh.
Said there's a man in the sky watching over me and you. It don't help if you can fly.
Sorry, this is so beautiful. This video is so well shot. Great job, Nova, as freaking always. But oh my goodness, it is so catchy. And I kind of wish he was singing it. Like, I feel like Tom is kind of like singing it to us, like while we're sitting in the church pews, and he's like up on the stage with the pastor. And like we're all just clapping together. I kind of love that, and I really want that for us. Okay, I gotta hear that again because it's so
Man
beautiful.
in a church who I really hope told me the truth. Said there's a man in the sky watching over me and you. It don't help if you can fly. It's way past the moon.
Wow.
And there's men here on the ground that just wanna
Okay, sorry. I know we're never going to get through this song, guys. I'm aware of that, but it's just there's so much stuff to touch, and we're only a minute in. So, Tom, you are always, as always, amazing at creating a message in a beautiful way, touches us, and this song is really touching me right now, really deep to my soul because we love Christian Tom, we love any Tom, but I personally, I love to see people find their way to God on their own. Um, because I did the same thing and it took me a long time to do that. And, you know, I really like the way that he's saying it. Like, there's a man in the sky. It doesn't help if you can fly because he's way past the moon. Heaven is way out of bounds. It's untouchable with with our physical bodies. But God, he gave us his only son to pay the biggest price for our sins, for humans, for our sins. We're not angels, we're not perfect, we're exceptionally flawed. We are terrified and broken creatures. And God proved by giving us his son that he loved us just the same. And that is such an incredible thing, especially for someone like myself and assumably somebody like Tom and many of you who have gone through the pits of hell in your life. Um, I pray for Tom and Nova all the time. I pray for you guys and for so many others who have strayed from the flock because I myself was someone who strayed for most of my life. Um, but the way that he's delivering this message in this song, I feel was great timing because I've had a rough week personally with all the things on the news and all the things that the horrible news anchors are saying and the horrible lies that are being spewed on the internet, and as I'm sure you guys well know. And I sit there and I really contemplate and I talk to God and I'm just like, you know, bless these people who are construed, bless these people who feed lies for another dollar, you know, be there for them and reveal yourself to them because sometimes people just lose their way and that's just the reality and that's okay because at the end of the day we all come back, right? Okay, again, I know we're never going to get through the end of this song, guys. I will let it play. Thank you for listening.
Law, but he's crooked as a fence post and don't do his job. There's a man in a classroom who should know the facts, but he's brainwashing kids, teaching English and math. There's a man in your phone who hears everything you say. He knows everywhere you go, every joke you ever made. There's a man with a bloodline that owns the whole world. Every airplane and building and gold brick and pearl will be fine, babe, if we don't make it through. There's a man in a church who I really hope told me the truth. Said there's a man in the sky watching over me and you. It won't help if you can fly, he's way past the moon. And there's men here on the ground that just wanna burn it down. They want money, they want power, don't want no one else allowed. We'll be fine, babe, I'll be the man for you. Pray that the man in the sky's watching over us tonight, cause there's people looking down on us for fighting for what's right. Hold the line, babe,
Yes.
and I'll hold on to you.
That's so powerful. Sorry. Hold the line and I will hold on for you. Ugh.
And I'll hold on to you. There's a man in the clouds and I hope he's looking down, cause there's people here on earth who tryna put us in the ground. We'll be fine, babe, I won't let go of you. Said there's a man in the sky watching over me and you. It won't help if you can fly, he's way past the moon. And there's men here on the ground that just wanna burn it down. They want money, they want power, don't want no one else allowed. We'll be fine, babe, I'll be the man for you.
Oh, that was that the sounds of him in the background
They
are
just
so
wanna
good.
burn it down. They want money, they want power. Don't want no one else allowed. We'll be fine, babe. I'll be the man for you.
Nova, Jenna, Corey, you guys smashed it as always. Tom McDonald, Mr. Tommy Mac. I mean, people have always told me, and I've always heard, when I'm listening to a pastor or I'm reading somewhere, or a podcast of somebody with a Christian faith, I always hear people say that God works through other people because he calls or he qualifies the called. He doesn't call the qualified, right? And I think that that's the most beautiful thing because often you find that some people who have been through the worst, have been through the inconceivable, have been through darkness and may or may not have yet found their way out. Um, Sometimes they deliver the strongest messages. And that could just be me, that could just be from my own experience. But I have heard the loudest messages from God. I have seen the the most incredible from people such as Tom and Nova. And they are such a testimony to human willpower and spirit. And that's super motivating for me. And I hope that that's motivating for you guys. And I just feel like, the messages in this song were so straightforward, but like poetry, as always, that we know Tom does, because he is a lyricist and he is somebody who sometimes will hide a message in vague words. He won't just say it. Sometimes he'll say it straight up, but sometimes, he'll put it into like a rhythm like this, and it's a little bit of like you have to think about it a little bit, but it's a fun way for us to really sit there and think like, yeah, there's these guys that are out here out getting each other and out to look for harming other people and out to get another dollar and have power over other people and just so many awful things that we see, whether it's in the news or in your actual life that you've seen people or whatever. Some people are so easily corrupted, and it's heartbreaking because a lot of these people have so much potential to be um, strong hands in their communities. But I really like the way that he delivered this. He's like, there's a man in the church who told me about a man in the sky, and then I really hope he's listening because there's a lot of bad stuff going on around here. There's a lot of people that are out to get us. And I don't know. I feel like that's such a nice way to look at it because I've found myself doing that when I was finding my way back to God. I go, well, just super vague, like, oh, I hope there's somebody listening. I hope there's somebody out there in the universe, but it's like he's there and he's with us. And as long as our hearts are open, our ears are open, our minds are open, you know, we will receive these messages one way or another. And I feel like today I got that from Tom McDonald. So thank you, Hangover Gang, for joining me on this one and for just being here and being so supportive and amazing. This one was amazing, and I don't think I've yet heard a song from Tom that I didn't like. So I can't wait for the next one. Thanks for joining me on Tommy Mac Friday. I'll see you guys on the next one.